Alright guys, good afternoon. It is October 9th, November 19th. Finished my observation class this morning. I only had one class, it was just that observation class, and it was kind of weird because the last year when I had the observation class, it was like very serious. Like the principal of my base school right here, the vice principal, they had two people from Okayama City come from the Board of Education. One guy was recording and the other guy was just watching. And then we had this, and a bunch of teachers from junior high schools like around the city and other high schools from around the city came and watched my class. And it was whoops, camera died. But yeah, and then the high school teachers from other high schools came, and after the class we had like a big discussion and around, everyone was sitting in like a round arrangement. And half the discussion was like in Japanese because last year like our principal and then the people from the Board of Education couldn't even speak English, so I was kind of like, what the heck, like why are they sending people from the Board of Education to watch me if they can't even speak English? So it was kind of weird, but it was very serious, you know. This year it was literally just 6 teachers from the Thursday school, which that I was doing the observation lesson at anyways, and then 2 teachers from this base school came to watch my lesson. So it was just 8 teachers, and we had like a discussion afterwards, but it was very casual and it didn't seem nearly as serious or as big of a deal as last year. I don't know why. Maybe because they're like, oh well, he already did the first year, he didn't F it up last year, so whatever. But anyways, so that was that. It wasn't really a big deal, but I was very tired because I had to wake up early and get dressed and everything, earlier than normal anyways. So now I'm just trying to get this workout done. Today's upper chest and shoulders, trying to get it done. I have about an hour and 20 minutes to get it all done before I have to go to the city hall and do the interview and take a picture on my bicycle. Posing it up on my bicycle. My hair's like not, I don't know, my hair's very like tough, so like gets matted down easily. This is super random, but I think it looks good enough to take a photo. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think? All right, here we go. Time to get started. Doing the incline barbell bench today. All right, 65 kilos for the incline barbell bench. This is pretty much my normal working weight so far this time around, so I'll be slowly improving it. I'm actually gonna see if I can go up on my mouthpiece in here, but anyways, I'm gonna see if I can go up a little bit today. But first I'm gonna do this for a set of 8. Alright guys, so I'm not moving the weight up that much. I'm just going 1.25 on each side, 1.25 kilos up on each side for a total of 2.5 kilos or 5 pounds. I kind of like the I like the idea of slow progression as long as you're moving forward. So I'm gonna try this, try to get 8, but we'll see what I get. I think 5 is more realistic. Well, what do you know? Even with that little slip up where I hit the rack that caused me to waste some energy, I was still able to get 8. Looks like I underestimated myself. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Moving up in the world. Yeah, sometimes guys, you know, you're gonna underestimate yourself. But that's when you just, you know, do the weight anyways. I don't really know what to say about that, but I underestimated myself and I was actually able to get 8. That's pretty cool. But before this next set starts, let me just pull this thing back a little bit because that was a little sketchy. Alright, so I'm about to go for another set of 8 with the same amount of weight. Let's see if I can do it for a second time. Alright guys, well you saw it there. I was able to hit 8 reps of this increased weight, and I know it's only 5 pounds higher than what it was before, but I was stuck in I was still in the mentality for some reason of when I was in my cut, you know, and I remember when I was at Brian's gym in Hiroshima, I increased the weight by only 5 pounds on the squat, and then all of a sudden I couldn't even hit 6 reps for a set, you know. So I don't know why, but I still had that lingering mentality of if I increase the weight, I won't be able to get nearly as many reps. But you'll see at the end of this set, right about now, I have this bewildered look on my face because, you know, I hit the first set of 8 and that's fine and all, but I was really surprised. I wasn't sure how the second set would go or the third set. But the second set I hit 8 again, and it didn't feel bad at all, and I was just very surprised, but very surprisingly pleased as well with how it turned out. And I know 5 pounds doesn't seem like a lot, but I really do like the idea of slow progression as long as it's steady, you know, because slow and steady over a long period of time, you are going to end up, you know, making a great change from where you were before. But if you try to make a huge jump every time and it doesn't work out, or maybe you hurt yourself, you're just setting yourself back and, you know, wasting even more time. So lesson learned here, don't underestimate yourself, but even if you do, if you make it, maybe you can push yourself and get 3 sets of 8. Anyways, now here's some posing. I just had a pretty good pump in my chest, you know, and I decided to show you guys what I'm looking like now, even though my weight has not rebounded back down from that Shabu Shabu extravaganza from the week before. Anyways, looking a lot thicker than I was when I was at the end of my cut, but my abs are fading away. So I'm back at home now, guys. Finished everything that I had to do today. Got the interview done with. It was pretty fun. It's kind of funny with the bicycle deal, though. That was kind of like a mini photo shoot. The dude actually had a really nice camera, the guy who works at City Hall, and he like brought a little stool to stand on and stuff, and he was like, alright, you know, go on that side of the street and bike across really slow so I can take pictures, and we did that like a couple of times until he decided he got a good shot or whatever, so that was kind of interesting. It was like a photo shoot almost. Anyways, and then we had the interview, but the interview was all in Japanese, which is kind of cool. Gave me a chance to, you know, use mine, even though it's definitely not perfect, but still, it's kind of cool. So there will be like a monthly magazine, the November and December edition of the magazine. He said it will feature, you know, me and other people that were interviewed. So when I get it, I'll definitely show you guys. Today's during the workout. I didn't really get to talk about it too much because I didn't want to be late for the like the interview thing at City Hall. But it was pretty I don't know. It was just I kind of surprised myself because moving up, like when I was at the end of my cut, you know, I felt so weak and I didn't feel like I could really move up weight. Well, I definitely couldn't have moved up weight at that time, but even now coming back, you know, slightly bulking now, still felt like I couldn't move up weight that quickly. But adding 5 pounds may not seem like a big deal, but you know, sometimes it actually is, especially when you're trying to do it over a course of 4 sets or whatever. So it's kind of surprising. I didn't think I would get it for 8 the first set, and I actually got it for 8 for 3 sets, the incline barbell bench. So that was very, I don't know, just very surprising, you know. So don't be afraid to test yourself sometimes. And also, I got it like when I was bulking last time, at the peak of my bulk, I think I was able to do 27.5 kilos on each side, which is 75 kilos total. On the incline barbell bench, but that wasn't even with good form. It was back then when like I couldn't come all the way down because it would just hurt the crap out of my shoulders. Now I don't have the pain anymore. Now I'm able to come all the way down and my form's looking a lot better. So I want to eventually get back up to the 75 kilos on the incline barbell bench with good form. So that's my immediate goal for the incline barbell bench, to get back to where I was, but with good form this time. I bought a bunch of beef because it was on sale. American beef. That's kind of cool. Except I have like a gap in the back of my teeth, and meat always gets stuck there, and it hurts really bad right now. This is extremely random. Anyways, that's the end of today. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.